Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back, my dear sons, in grade 9 to the answers of the science exam of the MC, Egyptian MC in KSA, the year 2016. The first question, complete the following sentences. Number 1, spindle fibers are formed during the cell division in space and disappear in space. The answer is spindle fibers are formed during cell division in prophase and disappears in telophase. Number 2, displacement is considered as space physical quantity, while distance is considered as space physical quantity. The answer, displacement is considered as vector physical quantity, while distance is considered as vector physical quantity. Number 3, from the vision defects are space and space. The answer is long sight and short sight. Also, we can say cataract disease. Long sight and short sight and cataract. Number 4, longest year is on space planet, while the longest day on space planet. This question is cancelled. The whole lesson is cancelled. Number B, describe the motion of the object that is expressed by the following graphs. The first graph, speed time graph, and the second graph, distance time graph. The first graph, speed time graph, and the graph represented by a straight line, diagonal line passes by point of origin. The motion, description of the motion in the first graph, we can describe it as increasing acceleration or positive acceleration because the speed increases by equal amounts in equal times. And the second graph, distance time graph, and the graph represented by a straight line parallel to time axis. In this case, the distance doesn't change. By the time, the distance doesn't change. So the object here is a static object or object at rest. Question number 2, second question, write the scientific term. The velocity in which the body covers equal distances at equal periods of time. The answer is regular speed or regular velocity. Or you can say also uniform velocity. The object covers equal distances at equal periods of time. It is a regular velocity or regular speed. We can say also uniform. Number 2, the angle between the reflected light ray and the perpendicular line from the point of incidence on the reflecting surface. We say before, when you want to the angle, the name of the angle comes from the name of the light ray. So we have here reflected light ray. So the angle will be angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. Number 3, it is the fusion of male gamete with the female gamete forming the zygote. The fusion between male gamete and the female gamete. This step happens in the sexual reproduction. This step is called fertilization. Number 4, the biggest star that can be seen clearly by people on the earth. The answer is the sun. The sun is the biggest star that we can see. Number 5, the change in the position of an object relative to a fixed point as the time passes. The change in the position of an object, it is the motion, the definition of motion. Change in the position of an object relative to a fixed point. The answer is motion. Number 6, a thick lens at the tips, thin in the middle, and diverse the incident light rays on it. The answer is concave lens. The answer is concave lens, which is thick in the two tips and thin in the middle, which diverge the light rays. B, An object start motion from rest, then its speed reaches 20 meter per second after 5 seconds. Calculate the acceleration moved by an object, then mention its time. Here we have the object start motion from rest. So V1 or the initial speed equals 0. And its speed become 20 meter per second. This is V2 or the final speed. And the time taken to change this speed 5 seconds. So we have here the answer. Acceleration or A equals V2 minus V1 divided by delta T. V2 equal 20 minus V1 equals 0 divided by delta T, which is 5. So 20 over 5, the result will be 4 meter per second square. The result here is positive result. So the result indicates the type of acceleration. The type of acceleration here is positive acceleration or increasing acceleration. Okay. Next question, third question. Choose the correct answer from each of the following. Starfish reproduce asexually by regeneration or binary fission or budding or spores. The answer is, of course, regeneration. The scientist who was established the nebular assumption is Chamberlain, Newton, Laplace, Alfred Hoyle. The answer is Laplace. If the radius of a mirror curvature equal 20 centimeter, so its focal length equal 5 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 20 centimeter, 30 centimeter, we know that the radius of curvature equal double of focal length. So if the radius was 20, so the focal length will be half, which is 10 centimeter. The answer is 10 centimeter. Focal length equal 10 centimeter. Number 4, the average speed is determined from the relation V dash equal D over T, V dash equal D times T, V dash equal D plus T, V dash equal T divided by D. Of course, the correct answer is the first answer, V dash equal D over T. Number 5, space contains a hereditary substance from each parent that grows to form a new individual combined between traits of both parents. Gamete or zygote or cytoplasm or chromosome. The answer is zygote. Zygote contain the hereditary substance from each parent, and it grows forming a new individual. Number 6, an imaginary point in the middle of the spherical mirror's reflecting surface is called focus or optical center or center of mirror curvature or pool of the mirror. The answer is pool of the mirror. Point in the middle of the reflecting surface of the mirror. Pool. B. What happens when the incident light ray is passing through the optical center of the lens? The incident light ray passing through the optical center of the lens, maybe convex lens or concave lens. The answer is the incident ray passes without any refraction, passes straight without any refraction. Number 2, gravity between the planets revolving around the sun is vanished. Of course, the planets will escape away from the sun because the sun keeps the planets revolving around it due to its gravity. Question 4, fourth question, give reason for the incident light ray falling perpendicular on the surface of a plane mirror reflect on itself. We know that when the incident light ray fall perpendicular on the mirror surface, it reflects by angle 0 and reflect also by angle 0 because angle of incidence equal angle of reflection equal 0. Number 2, the moving car seems stable to the driver of another moving car beside it with the same speed and direction. The answer because the relative speed equals 0. The relative speed of the second car relative to the first car equals 0. B, an object is placed in front of a concave mirror at a distance equal 6 centimeter. if you know that the focal length of the concave mirror equals 3 centimeter, show by drawing the path of the light ray, then mention the properties of the formed image. Of course, here we have the distance of the object 6 centimeter and the focal length equals 3 centimeter, so we can conclude the position of the object here in front of the mirror at C, or at the center of curvature. And we know that when the object is placed at center of curvature, it make an inverted image and equal in size, and also it is at the same position at C, also at the center of curvature. So the image will be formed at C. It is inverted, real, and inverted and equal in size at C. So the properties of the image: real, inverted, equal in size, and it is at the same point at the center of curvature. Compare between somatic cells and reproductive cells by completing the following. Somatic cells and reproductive cells, according to the type of the division, the cell division occurring in it. The type of cell division occur in somatic cells is mitotic division or mitosis. The type of cell division in reproductive cells is meiotic division or meiosis. The number of resulted cells from each division. The answer is somatic cell produce 2 new cells. Each one contain complete number of chromosomes, 2n, but reproductive cells produce 4 cells, 4 new cells after the end of the division. Each one of them contain half number of chromosomes, which is n. Thank you, everybody. I wish you understand and benefited from this video. Until we meet again, I wish you the best of luck and goodbye.